Okay, the question is, why do we actually need the pendulum movements, various pendulum movements? And we have a few reasons for it. Reason one is this is a very powerful anti-stress technique. Any synchronizer, any waver, any wave. So these are all anti-stress techniques. Pendulums too. And the second reason is that, well, each of us, no matter how well we're aware of our body, has certain uh, joints which have problems with articulation, certain muscle cramps, or any other ways of blocking the movement in the body. And what does a pendulum do? So, first of all, a pendulum shows you where you have this problem, and then after identifying it you can work with it. And second, if you do it long enough, then it helps your body kind of solve the problem on its own, because as I always tell you, our body is much smarter than we actually are. So the pendulum we're going to do right now is called either a baby doll or a bell. You will understand why. Actually, we can call it, I don't know, a baby bell. Um, to do it correctly, we need the same posture we're always using. Ribs closed, head up, hips heavy. And the special moment, which is slightly different from what we'll be doing while dancing, is that we have the lower back straight. I mean, very straight. Straighter than you'll probably do while dancing. And to do it properly, we might need to bend our knees more, thus to make hips even more grounded, even more stable, and even more heavy. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm imagining that this part of mine is stable, and I only move the lower body. Remember, while doing all the pendulums and waves and synchronizers, we need to let the body move in the way is comfortable for the body. So we are not inventing this movement, we are not dancing this movement, we are not trying to make it beautiful or whatever. So right now, while keeping the head and the chest stable, we are letting our lower body move. Slowly move from one foot to another, from one foot to another, with the back straight and the hips heavy. Okay. Try not to be too quick and not to be too slow. Find this kind of movement when you feel that your body is doing it absolutely on its own, like you're not even controlling this movement. As usually, if you feel that at certain point your movement is not free, like you have to use the force, there is too much tension, go slower. Try to breathe. Let your body find its own way to do it. And remember, to have this movement work properly, we need to do it for quite a long time. Right now, when we are only meeting it for the first time, probably we won't be doing it too long, maybe just a couple of minutes. We'll see how you're doing well enough or not. But if you have time, if you have like 12 minutes in a row, 20 minutes in a row, would be really good to do it on your own, to enjoy the process, and to really let the body melt all those tensions, all those cramps and blocks and whatever you have, for better articulation and for a better feeling, of course. If it helps, you can imagine yourself a baby girl who is really happy to wear a new dress and is moving like this, which is almost like a dance, but it's not. It's a very natural movement of ours. If you need to concentrate on a certain part of your body, this can be either your center, which should be active, or your lower back, which should be straight, or your hips, which should be really heavy, or your knees, which actually should be very comfortable right now, or maybe your shoulder blades going down, or maybe your neck being relaxed, or maybe even your eyes being relaxed too and just looking forward. And now I'm going to stop talking for a little while to let you do it in silence and enjoy this movement, and maybe find your own way to do this. Remember, there is no right or wrong, but there's efficient and not really efficient. Okay, so let's do it together in silence for a couple more minutes.